WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Selena Schaefer. Earlier this year, the City of Columbus hired a consultant, Dr. K.B. Turner, to examine the police department. One of his recommendations was to encourage residents to volunteer their time to help officers. Today, those volunteers met for the first time. Our Quentin Smith was at the meeting, and he joins us live in the studio with more. Quentin.
Selena, the volunteers who came to today's meeting are all excited to work with the police department. Now, they've all lived in Columbus for decades and know the kind of changes the city needs. They tell me teaming up with the police department could be a win-win situation for everyone. These 5 Columbus residents desperately want to see Columbus live up to its name, the friendly city. So much so that they've decided to volunteer their service to help the city become better than it's been.
We've had so many crimes and so much disruption with our children, with our teenagers. And I think it's important if they could see an example from the older people or the mature people getting out there, getting involved.
Volunteers are getting involved by teaming up with the police department. On Thursday, they met with leaders of the department, as well as the consultant hired to examine CPD to discuss ways they could help out.
I understand in order to realize what I believe and envision this city to be, which will be a great city, then I have to be a part of that process. And volunteering is one of the means or the way I can be a part of that process.
The residents will write reports, conduct background checks, and help out in any other needed areas.
I'm looking forward to the volunteer time. Just using my time effectively, efficiently, and hopefully in a manner that will help the police department.
Volunteering my time indicates that I'm committed. I'm in this to contribute to the change and the improvement and the celebration, everything that goes with a city that is vibrant.
With residents working together with the police department, many believe it could have a big impact on the city. It could help decrease the crime rate and also help strengthen the relationship between the community and law enforcement.
And I feel like if we were get in there and push them, or if we were supporters of the police department, then they could do a better job because they know that they can depend on the people in the neighborhood to help.
Assistant Police Chief Fred Shelton says the volunteers will begin their training process in about a week. If anyone is interested in volunteering, you're encouraged to call or visit the Columbus Police Department. Selena, back to you.
Alrighty, well, top brass from the Tupelo Police Department took time to help bridge the gap between law enforcement and their residents today. Deputy Police Chief Alan Gilbert and fellow officers took part in a presentation and question and answer time at Tupelo's Temple of Compassion and Deliverance Church. Relations between the police and African American community have been strained since last summer's officer-involved shooting of Ronnie Shumpert. Today's discussion is part of an ongoing effort to rebuild that relationship.
The only thing that pulls down falsehoods is actually people coming together, getting information about one another. When you sit down with people and you talk to people, you get a different point of view about a person, than what somebody said about them.
Today's discussion was part of the annual national conference of Outstretched Hands International Ministries in Christ, which is based at TCD. Kids in Tupelo's Police Athletic League learned about hoops and life from a women's basketball standout. Former Ole Miss and current European League star Tywana Smith talked with PAL members about setting high goals and working hard to achieve them, no matter their circumstances or background. Smith recently wrote a book titled Surviving the Lights, a professional athlete's playbook to avoiding the curse. Her presentation is part of an ongoing summer program for PAL, which has received national recognition for its programs to help at-risk youth. In Starkville, folks get a chance to meet with men and women in blue over a cup of coffee. Sproul Property Management hosted the city's monthly Coffee with a Cop event. Residents were able to meet and tell officers about issues of concern in the community. It's also an opportunity to thank them for the work they do. Mayor-elect Lynn Sproul owns the property management firm. And time now to turn it over to weather for our first look with meteorologist Jacob Dickey. Jacob.
We are calming things down this evening. Still just a few showers and thunderstorms on the board here. Those are off along Interstate 55. Right here where Cedar Hill is, they've had between 1 and 2 inches of rain with that particular cell as it sat over there. Other places seeing these showers and storms pop up and sit over them. Louisville, we'll get a shower here coming in, but not seeing much lightning with that at the moment. I think most of us for the rest of the night are going to calm things down. But boy, did we get a sunset in parts here. This came from Starkville, those Mammatus clouds. Coming up, we'll take a look at some more viewer pictures. We'll talk about those storms today, and we'll take a look at the next several days and how long those storms will last.
All right, well, honoring the people who make towns across Mississippi come alive was the goal today at the Mississippi Main Street Association's 28th Annual Awards Banquet. Several local directors, volunteers, and Main Street personalities were recognized for their hard work, including one special lady from Columbus. WCBI's Victoria Bailey journeyed down to Jackson and has more.
I was very excited.
Edwina Williams, better known in the Golden Triangle as Mother Goose, was honored for her work and dedication to others by the Mississippi Main Street Association.
It was such a great honor, and to represent Main Street in Columbus, Mississippi, and all the great work that Columbus and Main Street does. So I was thrilled. It was a sort of surprise till they told me at the last minute, and I came with them, and here I am, and I'm all smiles.
Generation of kids in Columbus have heard Mother Goose read countless stories. Her goal has always been to inspire kids and give them the love she has for reading.
I've been around a long time, and I just developed the character of Mother Goose because I was with children telling stories, and I thought maybe if I could find a character they could relate. And I did, and I've been doing it for many, many, many years.
Director of Field Services for Mississippi Main Street, Jan Miller, says a Main Street hero is a person who goes above and beyond volunteering. Main Street Columbus Director Barbara Bigelow says that's exactly why Mother Goose was perfect for the honor.
They're happy to share the love she shows to others with a small token of appreciation.
We are so excited. We all know she is Columbus's hero, so we were excited to have the opportunity to present her name for this award and for her to be honored with that award.
You can usually see Mother Goose at the library or at numerous events Main Street Columbus hosts in downtown. She's always a big hit with the kids and the young at heart.
Some of our other area Main Street associations also brought home the hardware, rather. Main Street Tupelo received honors for a new business with the Thirsty Devil and for community transformation with the Elvis Presley Birthplace Trail. Starkville's Night Market was named Outstanding Creative New Event. Main Street West Point received recognition for Outstanding Creative Fundraiser for the West Point Pickers, and Kristen Stevens was named a Trailblazer Award recipient.
When you live in a small town, you have the opportunity to say, I'm going to leave it, I'm going to do nothing, I'm going to complain, or you can make your world the best it can be. So those are your options.
Columbus organized one of the first Main Street associations in the state. Now there are 50 certified Main Street programs and 7 network programs working to revitalize downtowns.
Another great viewer picture coming out of Starkville. This is after the shelf cloud rolled on through. Once we see these clouds, we can get some winds and some rain with that. After the break, we'll take a look at some damage that happened in Columbus. Also look at our radar and get a look at the 7-day forecast. We'll have that much and more after the break.
First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Got some scattered showers and storms still moving through our area. Most of them, though, are from Louisville towards Grenada here. Seeing just a couple showers and some lightning here and there. Nothing serious like we saw earlier today. But boy, did we get some storms here in the Golden Triangle. This was a picture from New Hope. Notice this tree branch here has fallen on a power line. Some other trees damaged in the background from some wind that came through. And meteorologist Alex Puckett caught this at the Fox Run Apartments. The wind came in and pulled that roof back. You can see some objects flying around on the second floor there from those gusts gust that came on through, estimated between 45 and 55 mile-an-hour winds. That is still below severe limits, but it shows you that we can still see some damage with those strong winds. Here's what it looked like as we were on Highway 82. Jennifer was driving towards Columbus from Starkville. Really spooky clouds there. Almost looks like a spaceship is rolling on through. This is the shelf cloud. It's the leading edge of those storms. We also caught that shelf cloud here in our time lapse. Looking to the north, notice how it rolls on in. Once that goes over, you'll get some wind, a quick cool down, and the rain will follow behind that. That is exactly what we saw here as those storms moved through our area. We have calmed down, though, thankfully, for now. I think we'll still have to watch for some scattered showers for about the next hour or two. Temperatures right now are into the low 70s. We're at 70 in Amory, 71 in Macon, Louisville at 69. There's a passing shower there now. Up to 75 still in Grenada and 73 in Winona. A little warmer off to the west where we kept some of that sunshine a bit longer today. And I think we will get those temperatures down to the low 70s, perhaps upper 60s tonight. We really won't move too much. Keep the threat for an isolated storm, and it will be warm and muggy overnight with partly cloudy skies by morning. As we start the day, then we'll get some spotty showers and storms here to pop up on the afternoon and evening on Friday. Be some hit and miss. Not everyone gets a storm, but if you do, you might get a cool down. I'm not really expecting anything significant out of it, just a good summertime thunderstorm. Highs tomorrow, we'll get to 91 in Tupelo, 90 in Aberdeen and in Oxford, 91 in Bruce. Off in West Alabama, seeing 88 in Solage, 89 in Vernon and in Reform. Just watching for those spotty showers and storms, getting to 91 in Macon, 90 in Columbus, 89 in Ackerman. The heat index could approach up to 97 at times tomorrow, so it will be very hot and humid out there. As we go to the weekend, then Saturday, we'll watch for some more scattered showers and storms as thanks to that Gulf moisture that's in place. Sunday, though, I think things start to change a little bit. We'll watch a cold front approach our area from the north. That will give us a chance on Sunday, and in particular, we'll have to watch on Monday. I think that's going to be our best chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Once that cold front runs through, though, we'll get some sunshine back on Tuesday and stay dry Wednesday, but that moisture will come back and stick around with the heat as we head to late next week.
A Columbus native's basketball skills are taking her around the world. Robbie has more later in sports.
You're watching WCBI News at 10 with Selena Schaefer.
Welcome back. Summertime means fun in the sun, but kids need a little extra protection. We find out more in tonight's Health Talk with Baptist.
How much sun is safe for your child? Here are some ways to keep your child safe from the harmful effects of the sun. Infants should avoid direct and indirect sunlight. Indirect sunlight increases the risk of heat stroke. Keep your infant in the shade. Use lightweight cotton clothing that covers arms and legs. Use a wide brim hat to limit sun exposure to the face. Apply at least SPF 15 sunscreen on your baby 6 months and older. Sunscreen should be applied 30 minutes prior to sun exposure. If there is no way to avoid the sun, it is okay to apply sunscreen in small amounts to your baby under 6 months. However, always attempt to avoid direct sunlight with your baby 6 months and under. In older children, SPF 15 or greater should be applied every 2 hours after swimming and after sweating. Use a wide brim hat. Use sunglasses that provide 97 to 100% UVA and UVB protection. Limit exposure to the sun during hours of peak intensity, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. If your child develops heat illness, move your child away from the sun to a cool, comfortable place. Give plenty of cool liquids and remove any excess clothing. For a baby under 1 year of age, sunburn should be treated as an emergency. Call your doctor immediately. For a child 1 year or older, call your doctor if there is severe pain, blistering, lethargy, or fever over 101 degrees. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
Coming up, we update the latest from this past week's MLB draft and the big decisions looming for our area players. Next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
Well, no surprise here, Brent Rooker was the first name heard from the Magnolia State collegiate baseball players grouping from this past year in this year's MLB draft. The bigger surprise may have been the team that took him last year in the 38th round. They wanted him again in the first round this year. The Minnesota Twins moving fast in that contract. According to a Twins beat writer, Minnesota has agreed to terms pending a physical with Brent Rooker. Now, Rooker is expected to receive slightly more than the slot figure of $1.935 million as the 35th overall pick in this week's draft. In that report, though, from the Pioneer Press in Minnesota, it was stated that Rooker had to give the Twins permission to select him again, which he did. The Twins scouting director Sean Johnson stated that they expect Rooker to play at first base when he makes it to the bigs, comparing him to Josh Willingham. Other notables in that MLB draft from Mississippi State, Ryan Gridley's going to have a big decision. Jake Mangum's coming back. Jordan Anderson, a top 150 prospect, going to MSU. And Cody Brown was signed by the Yankees. Ole Miss will have a couple guys that will have big decisions, including David Parkinson and Tate Blackman. Colby Bortles is a senior, so he'll sign with the Tigers. Then Brady Feigl and Kyle Watson more than likely will be returning to Oxford. To our local guys, Holcomb native and ICC's Tyreek Reed selected in the 8th round by the Texas Rangers. Now, Reed is signed with Mississippi State, but still remains undecided on if he will sign his contract with Texas or go to Starkville. More than likely, he's probably leaning towards going with the contract. Near a top 10-round pick, that's big-time life-changing money. The 6'2", 260-pound first baseman and right fielder had 71 hits, 15 home runs, 15 doubles, 1 triple to go along with 57 RBIs in his final season at ICC. And another local kid picked in the MLB draft, Itawamba AHS grad and EMCC star VJ Miller, the two sports stars selected by the San Diego Padres in the 14th round. Miller became a reliable pitcher this past season in Scuba, mounting a 5-0 record with a 3.97 ERA. He had 54 strikeouts over 47 and 2/3 innings pitched and 22 more strikeouts of a 13-inning span during his first 3 starts on the mound. Switching gears to football, Evan Ingram signed, sealed, and delivered. The former Ole Miss tight end has signed his first professional contract with the New York Giants. It's a 4-year deal with a team option for a 5th season. Ingram was the 23rd overall pick in this past year's draft and the first of the Giants' 6 additions during their 3 days of activity in Philadelphia as they wrapped up rookie mini camp. To high school football coaching news, and a former area coach is coming home. Longtime Alabama high school head coach Ken Adams will be the new head football coach at Hatley. He replaces Zane Thomas, who joined Houston this offseason. Now, Adams spent the last 24 seasons coaching in Alabama, most notably at Lamar County, where he guided the Bulldogs to some of their best seasons from 2007 to 2014. He's a Fulton native and brings that patented single-wing offense back to Northeast Mississippi. And we have actual football to show you, 7-on-7 action at the Webb Sportsplex in Saltillo. Show you some of the stories of the day from this 7-on-7 action. New Hope looked great. Trojans, Kyrie Fields, quarterback, Jeremy Tate, big-time receiver. They look great. They went undefeated on the day. Houston won their divisional group. Uriah Shepard going to hit Allen Robertson for the score. The Toppers are going to be a terror in 3A this year. And then there's West Point, who is arguably the best team in the state going into this season. Jake Chambliss, coach's son, he said afterwards this ball slipped out of his hand. Well, you got a guy like Jason Brownlee to go up and make catches. It's okay if the ball slips out of your hand. Get pumped, folks. High school football's almost here. The tour starts on Monday. We are all fired up and ready to roll to get going on the gridiron. And lastly, to basketball, Columbus native and Starkville Academy graduate Maggie Profit taking her game overseas. The Central Arkansas star signed to continue her hoop dreams, playing for Bender Baskets Grunberg in Germany earlier this month. Adam Menachino of the Commercial Dispatch, the first to report this. Profit finished her career at UCA as a first-team all-conference performer, averaging nearly 16 points per game as she helped lead the Sugar Bears to a 2017 NCAA tournament appearance. So congratulations to Maggie, able to continue her career across the pond. That is it for sports. Again, if you are ready for high school football, the tour starts on Monday. If you want to see that full list, it's online on our website, WCBI.com, or our Facebook and Twitter pages at WCBI. That's it for sports. Last up, forecast.
Selena, does it seem like me, or are we a curse to the weather?
Maybe you, Jacob.
Well, whenever we both work, we always get those storms, and some of them turn out to be bad. It seems like it's been that way for pretty much all spring long that we've been here. We'll get a few more scattered showers and storms through the weekend. I think the best chance comes on Monday, but some sunshine and clear weather does come in next week. will not be a washout though this weekend. So yes, have your umbrellas as we've been talking about. But
It's that time of year. You got to come prepared, but then put it away by the afternoon and then pull it back out by the evening, you know?
you can probably still get your grills out too.
There you go. All right, well, thanks for staying up with us. We hope you have a great rest of your week. Take care.